Welcome to WagerTalk TV, everyone. Minty Betts here with Rob Vino at Rob Vino Sports on Twitter and Steve Merrill at Steve Merrill, double R's, 1L. This segment, we're going to talk about some college football. Saturday, October 24th, we've got South Carolina taking on LSU. LSU laying 6.5 points at home here, and the total set at 56.5. South Carolina's off 2 straight wins, and LSU looking like it's kind of their down year so far. Rob, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing to consider right now at this time of the week, Minty, is this Miles Brennan injury for LSU, the quarterback. Probably why the total has come down so much. Kind of surprised the game hasn't really moved at all. Trying to read between the lines of what Coach Orgeron was saying when he talked about it, it would seem to me that he's not going to go. Now, they have 2 true freshmen in practice right now, splitting the reps. We got a couple of former players, kids in this game, right? One of the true freshman quarterbacks here for LSU is Max Johnson. He's the son of Brad Johnson, quarterback of Tampa Bay when they won the Super Bowl against the Oakland Raiders. The other quarterback, TJ Finley. Both guys are pocket passers, 6'5", 6'6", respectively. Bigger guys, throw from the pocket. The coaching staff thinks they have NFL talent, but they're still true freshmen. We'll see if they have to go. And it looks, like I say, reading what Orgeron was saying, it looks like he's going to have to play one of these guys. He said he'll play them both. So we'll see. I don't like that situation for LSU in particular. And I really would love, I've been on my high horse, and I generally don't get up on a soapbox about anything. But Bo Pelini is as overrated a defensive coordinator and as there has been in the last 10 or 12 years. And he's proven it so far in the SEC, right? LSU's had only 2 games. Right out of the gate, Mississippi State throws for 623 yards against him, sets an SEC record. Second time around, Connor Bazelak and Missouri throw for over 400 yards, score 45 points. So the defensive end of this, I would love a team other than South Carolina here, so I could go ahead and confidently bet against LSU, and I still might. The points might be worth taking here. But South Carolina's offense under Mike Bobo has become more traditional pro style. They want to run downhill. They want to work off of that downfield passing. Nothing's really clicked, guys. The running game hasn't gotten established yet. The passing game, aside from Shi Smith at wide receiver, they lack weapons. So it's kind of a tailor-made team here for Bo Pelini. I would think that Mike Bobo might do a lot of quick passing here because Bo Pelini is one of these guys where, it's like caveman style defense. We're going to blitz. We're going to kill you. We're going to get to your quarterback. And the teams that run misdirection and go quick with their passing game generally do good against him. So we'll see if South Carolina takes that approach rather than run first. LSU defense, I don't have to speak about. We talked about Ole Miss's defense in a prior video. This one has been just as bad. I think that the South Carolina side, reluctantly, guys, I would take the points with them. The big matchup for them going to be their wide receiver, Terrace Marshall, against another coach's son here, J.C. Horn, who is the son of Joe Horn, wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, top cornerback for South Carolina. I just don't like the way LSU's going defensively, and if you're going to give me a true freshman quarterback, I don't want any part of that. So I'll like I said, I'll reluctantly take South Carolina plus the points.
All righty, Steve, do you agree?
Well, we'll see where this line settles, Minty. Right now, it's 6.5 in most spots. As Robin, you said, there have been some 7s out there. It opened 6. It's been juggling around. Brennan, the quarterback for LSU, that injury is a big concern, and that's going to probably dictate where this line closes on Saturday night. It's now been moved to a nighttime game as well. Very difficult, of course, to win down there in Baton Rouge in a nighttime setting on national TV, but crowd won't be the issue it would have been in years past, so maybe that benefits South Carolina a little bit. On the surface, I would never want to lay a touchdown with a defense like LSU's. It's allowing nearly 500 yards per game and 7 yards per play so far this season. But I think the big X factor in this game is the bye week. They've had the extra week off to prepare and make some changes. Hard not to imagine that they don't still have the talent and the players to be a good defensive team. This is the defending national champs. Now, I know last year they got it done with offense more than defense, but they were still a stellar defensive team overall. So at some point, I look for them to flip a switch, get things turned around. One interesting note about this game is they both played at Vanderbilt this season in weeks 2 and 3. South Carolina was a 6-point smaller road favorite than LSU, and that's exactly what the line is here, basically. They both won exactly 41-7. They both had around 480, 500 total yards. They both allowed about 250 total yards. Both had one turnover, forced two. So, I mean, almost identical common opponent outcome there. You can't read too much into one game, obviously. But if that's the case, maybe there is a little bit of value with South Carolina. The one concern I have, though, is that South Carolina has not thrown the ball well this year. 6.3 yards per pass against opponents that allow 8.2. Now, LSU allows 9.5 yards per pass against teams that averages 6.8. So they've been atrocious defensively against the pass. I do think that'll start getting better, and we'll just see if South Carolina is good enough to take advantage, because so far this year they have not taken advantage at full ability that they could against some really bad pass defenses that they faced.
All righty. Well, that wraps it up for us today. Geez, sorry, I'm having a stroke here. Right now, there's a $49 special for a 3-day all-access special at sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com. Go check it out, guys. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Rob.